Good afternoon, students. A warm welcome to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. Back to your English class. Today we are getting along with the communication class and we are going to go for the vocabulary building. Here we have vocabulary trick part 10. I've already completed 9 parts and now we are getting along with the 10th part, and that is co-education. Fine, students. Everybody must have heard this word co-ed. What does it mean? Boys and girls together to study. But as it is already told in this article, most of the people get frightened to go for a co-ed. Anyways, what this article is saying about co-education, let us have a small look into it. So there's a small picture where both the boys and the girls in the same classroom in different columns sitting, and then how they develop their competitive spirit, how they intermingle with one another, how they build up their exposures. We'll have a look into it, students. Let me read out first the article and then you will understand what actually it means. Co-ed is a system of imparting education to both boys and girls together. Co-education reflects that there is no discrimination between boys and girls. It also develops a feeling of comradeship among them. In co-education schools, boys and girls intermingle. As a result, enigmas and prejudices gradually vanish. Students shed inhibitions and develop harmonious relations. Co-education also helps in reducing gender bias. This system should be given precedence to wipe out male dominance. However, some conservative people oppose the system. They feel that adolescents can go astray as they are of impressionable age. So, this is the article. I suppose when I'm reading you have understood it. Have a deeper look into it, and as I was telling you how to build your communication skills. How are you going to build your vocabulary? By reading more and more articles and getting accustomed of more foreign words. Foreign words means which are not of your usage. And when you are keeping on looking into more new words, you try to, analyze their meaning and try to make it a part and parcel or practice into your language. So, whenever you are giving comprehension skills, students, whenever you are getting comprehensive passages, I always suggest you, when you're reading your comprehensive passage and when you come across a new word, a word which meaning you don't understand, try to relate as per the context, as per the situation, what actually the meaning could be. So we practice with that. Co-education is a system of imparting education to both boys and girls together. Here is a word, imparting. We are imparting education to both boys and girls. That means in a co-ed, there is not a single gender. Both the genders, the male and the female together. And to them we impart. Impart means we provide the education. We give them the education. So, co-education is a system of imparting education to both boys and girls together. Together for both the boys and girls, we give education. Co-education reflects that there is no discrimination between boys and girls. Now, co-education will tell us that there is no discrimination. I don't know how many of you have heard this word, students. Discriminate. Discriminate. Not to show an equality. That's the meaning. So, co-education reflects. You know what is reflect? Whatever you do, you give will be given back. Co-education reflects that there is no discrimination between the boys and the girls. You should show no difference. So as you are reading the sentence, you can understand a little of the meaning. Co-ed reflects that there is no difference between boys and girls. So probably discrimination can be difference. We'll see what it is. It also develops a feeling of comradeship. This is another word, students. It also develops a feeling of comradeship. Comradeship, we'll see what it is. Probably a leadership, a responsibility, an urge for one another. We'll have it. It also develops a feeling of comradeship among them. In co-education schools, boys and girls intermingle. I don't know how many of you know the meaning of mingling. Mingling means working together, being together. How many of you have a habit of mingling with others? Means adjusting and behaving as per the situation to the to the interest of others. So intermingle, both the boys and girls, they try to understand one another's feelings, and they try to get together with one another. As a result, enigmas, a very, very strange word. As a result, enigmas and prejudices. Now, what are enigmas? What are prejudices? Egoisms, dominations, jealous, all will come to an end, because boys' natures are different and girls' natures are different. And when they were mingling with one another, maybe you will have a control on your emotions. So as a result, enigmas and prejudices gradually vanish. Vanish. You know what is the meaning of vanish? To disappear. So your enigmas and your prejudices will have a hope of disappearing. Students shed inhabitations. Students shed. What's the meaning of shed? To leave, to drop. Students shed inhabitations and develop harmonious relations. Now, what is inhabitations and what is harmonious? Now, everyone are accustomed of their culture and their habits. When I come from my home to school, I am habited with my culture and my tradition or my habits. Now, when I enter into the classroom, everybody is not of my habits. Each one have their own habits, their own cultures, their own family, behavior. Now, when I enter the classroom and when I try to sit with others and I try to work, what happens is they may not like my behavior or I may not like their behavior. But as we have to intermingle with one another, and as we have to move along, proceed along in the part of the education, in the part of the life forward, then what we do is we leave our habitant behavior. Whatever behavior we are habited of, I think we are going to leave that and we are going to go with harmonious relations. A better understanding or the more detailed meaning is given. Anyways, co-education also helps in reducing gender bias. What is gender bias? Same meaning of discrimination. Discrimination between boys and girls. There will be no discrimination between boys and girls. It will reduce that, difference between male and female. This system should be given precedence. You know what is the meaning of precedent? A topmost part. Precedence, important. Top. It should be given a top priority to wipe out male dominance. What is the meaning of dominance? Of course, you know the meaning of this. To dominate, to dictate, to be head of somebody. So we should wipe away that domination. However, some conservative people, who are these conservative people? What's the meaning of conservative? Right? However, some conservative people oppose the system. Which system? Co-ed. They oppose the co-ed system. They feel that adolescents can go astray as they are of impressionable age. What is impressionable age? Quickly they get attracted and influenced, impressed. They quickly get impressed of others' feelings, others' behavior. So this is called impressionable age. Anyway, so this is the article, students. So now let us go with the words with the meanings, and to additional that we have also the examples. So here we start. Discrimination. What is the meaning of discrimination? I was asking you all. There is a discrimination between the boys and girls. What is it? The meaning is inequality on basis of age, color, gender, etc. You give no equality. You treat certain people different and certain people different. I was explaining you this word for many times. Discriminate in foreign countries, in the Western countries, the whites and the blacks. They discriminate one another. In the same way we see in the family members also. You discriminate certain people, means you look down at certain people and you look upon certain people. You know, he is a topper, or he is more handsome, or he is more intelligent. So this is called discrimination. Discrimination, inequality on basis of, basically the meaning is inequality. You have an inequality. Okay, there is an inequality on the basis of age, color, gender, etc. Now example is, there is no racial discrimination in our institute. No racial discrimination. Supposing you go to some foreign countries, you will have the racial discrimination there. Blacks are treated separately and whites are treated separately. So that discrimination is not there in our institution. We don't have that discrimination. So the example is, there is no discrimination in our institution or institute. Now what are the synonyms? Synonyms or the same meanings for discrimination. Prejudice, priority, feeling priority to yourself. Bias, to judge differently to people. Bigotry, that is also a difference. Intolerance, you know, there is no tolerance for everybody. Unfairness, there is no fairness among all the people. You show some unfairness to some people. Well, students, with this word discrimination, you have seen how many words. Discrimination means prejudice. You can use the word prejudice. There is no racial prejudice in our institution. There is no racial bias in our situation, in our institution. There is no bigotry in our institution. Intolerance, unfairness. So added to discrimination, you have 5 words here. Have you seen? Next. Comradeship. What is the meaning of comradeship? To be friendly. Friendship. Comradeship. You will develop a comradeship. What is the meaning of it? Friendship. Generally what happens is, when you are not admitted into a co-ed and you are going purely with a boys institution or a girls institution, they will not have the friendly nature with the opposite gender. And tomorrow when they enter into a office, when they go for their jobs, when they're going with their careers, they find many difficulties with the opposite gender. Both the sex, male and the female. Probably even a boy can feel shy to work along with the girls. He will not feel free to be working with the girls, or he will be extravagant with the girls. So this is not a healthy atmosphere of education. Education, when it has co-ed, you will be having a control on your emotions. You will be developing a comradeship, that means a friendly nature with the opposite person, and you will be able to understand and give importance for the feelings of others. So the meaning is friendship, students, and the example is he is enjoying comradeship with others in the team. He is enjoying comradeship. That means he is enjoying that friendly nature in his team. The synonyms are friendship, it's already given on top, companionship, fellowship. Not very, very difficult words. It's the daily usage words, that is companionship and fellowship. Anyways, comradeship means friendship. Intermingle, mix or mingle together. Inter means together with one another. So when you mingle means to mix. When you're mixing together, it's called intermingle. The shouting intermingled with sounds of laughter. Intermingled. Some are shouting, some are loudly laughing. Both got mixed up. So what is the meaning of intermingled? It's got mixed. Both the sounds got completely mixed up. So this is called intermingled. The shouting intermingled with sounds of laughter. Synonyms are mix, intermix, mingle, unite. So this is a good word. Affiliate, associate. So with intermingle, the words what you can learn is, one is mix. This intermix is same, mingle is same. So unite, affiliate and associate. So along with the intermingle, you have learned new words, that is mix, unite, affiliate, associate. Next one is enigmas. What is the meaning of enigmas? Many of the students, they are never given exposure into the society, students. They are very pampered in their house, and they are only connected to their family members or to the very close relations, and they never come out. So what happens is, suddenly when they come out, they doesn't know how to behave, because they never have the habit of exposure. So what happens is, when they come, whatever they express is not understood by others. That is enigmas. They are not understood. They don't have anything wrong in their heart, and very frankly they try to speak, but you become a failure because nobody understands you. People think you are wrong. Some doesn't know according to the situation how to speak. Enigmas means when you see the situation in a sorrowful nature, you have to be very controlled on your emotions, and you shouldn't smile, shouldn't laugh. Imagine when everybody were happy, you were a bit frustrated. Everybody in a sorrowful mood, you are in a high spirit mood. This is enigmas, where people will misunderstand you. They will not be able to understand you. Look into the example, look into the meaning, students. A person or thing difficult to understand. Did you see? A person or thing difficult to understand. She was still an enigma to him. You are moody. You can't express. You see two people acting, you get irritated, and when they come to you, you to show your frustration on them, because you are not habited of this hypocritic nature. Some boy come and speaks friendly to you. He doesn't have any feelings on you. He is just very, very genuine. But then when you see the boy coming up to you, you feel frightened, and you roughly answer. This is called enigma. Means you are not understood to anybody. You are isolated. So a person or thing difficult to understand is called enigma. She was still an enigma to him. The synonyms are good words. Mystery. You are mysterious. A good word is mysterious. She is never understood. She is very mysterious. Puzzle. Riddle. Okay. Conundrum. Paradox. So the words what are given here is mystery, puzzle, riddle, conundrum and paradox. Prejudice. Prejudice has the same meaning. Okay. We again go for it. Unjust behavior that is not based on reason. It's almost like the bias. Okay, so unjust behavior means you are not justified with your behavior. Okay, and your behavior that is not based on the reason, they are the victim of racial prejudice. I was telling you about discrimination, same meaning. Prejudice is unjust. They don't treat you equally with others. They show the prejudice. So this is called prejudice. Synonyms are preconceived idea or preconception. Means they have a different treatment for you. They don't treat you equally with others. Next one is vanish. Vanish, we all know the meaning of it, students. It's coming to an end. The work in which he was involved vanishes. The work vanishes. The girl who was standing over here suddenly got vanished. Okay, that is also correct. It is not only something coming to an end, something disappear. Okay, so the other meaning for vanish is also disappear. So what are the meanings given over here? Cease to exist. Pass away. See, pass away. The girl who was standing here suddenly vanished means pass away. What is the meaning of pass away? Disappear. Okay, it is also she suddenly disappeared. Okay. Die out. Die out means the fire vanished. The fire died out. Become absolute, completely gone, or evaporate. So according to the things, the vanish will work. According. So say for fire, you can say the fire vanished. That means the fire died out. The girl passed away. Pass away. Okay. Or he has vanished. Okay. So like this, according to the thing, vanish means something coming to an end, something which is disappeared. Inhibition. Okay. A feeling that makes self-conscious. A feeling which makes you self-satisfied. He has overcome his inhibitions. Okay. Synonyms is shyness, reticence, self-consciousness, and reserve. When you are overcoming your closed nature, that's called is inhibition. Where you are very, very closed in your behavior, and now you are coming out of your inhibitions and getting exposed. You're getting to your exposure nature means you are overcoming your shyness. Harmonious, free from disagreement. Free from disagreement. You become broad-minded, you become open-minded, and you understand. You are no more superstitious in your beliefs. Harmonious means you are able to understand things and you are able to handle it more maturely, educatedly. So harmonious is free from disagreement. The company wants harmonious relations among employees. Harmonious relations means according to the situation. You should not have any crooked thoughts. You should be open-minded, broad-minded, and you should be proceeding with your works with a well-mannered, matured, educated position. The meanings of harmonious is friendly, amicable, cordial, and amiable. Friendly nature, what we call all these things are. No, nature which amiable means a place where it fits us, satisfies us. Okay. Gender bias. Discrimination on basis of gender. What is gender bias? Where you are discriminated from one another based on your gender. Gender bias should not be there in the society. We should now, both men and women are equally getting educated, equally getting talented. So there should be no discrimination between men and women. Okay. Precedence means considering important. I was telling you. What is precedence? Given a precedence means to give more importance for. Human rights should be given precedence. Okay. So now we have to give importance to certain things. What is the meaning of precedence? Precedence means somebody who is very important, who is in the top. So human rights should be given the top position or important position. Or you can say the synonyms are take priority. Okay, you take priority over something. Be considered more important than anything else. Other than anything else, this is important. You are considering it to be more important than any other things. That's the meaning. Wipe out. What is the meaning of wipe out? We have to wipe out. We have to completely remove. So, wipe out means to destroy or to defeat. There is no need of nuclear wipeout. Sorry, there is a need of a nuclear wipeout. We have to completely remove the nuclear weapons because they are doing more harm than good. They are completely doing only harm. So, we are not supposed to use the nuclear weapons. That is the meaning of wipeout. Wipeout means completely remove. This is the last word, that is dominance. Dominance, power and influence over others. To have your power and influence over others. Hollywood dominates film industry. Dominates means it dictates everybody. It is more powerful than anything else. Very good. The good examples are supremacy, superior to, ascendancy or preeminence. Ascendance, above everybody. So you can see dominance means a power which influences others. So with that, the first article we have completed. Okay, there is still one more word. Conservative. What is the meaning of conservative, students? It's dislike change or innovation. It dislikes, it doesn't like change. It doesn't like change or innovations. Okay. So conservative means it dislikes change or innovation and holding traditional values. I was telling you, some people even today, they don't want co-ed. They don't want co-ed schools. The reason is they are very conservative. Conservative means they are very, very stuck to the old traditional rules. They can't accept change. They can't accept the boys and girls to be equally moving along. They always see them in a wrong nature. So there are some people who are conservative and they look into things in a very, very negative way. So let us see what it is. Conservative, the meaning is dislike change or innovation and holding traditional values. They will be holding the traditional values. They are very conservative in their outlook. That set of people are very conservative in their outlook. As world changes, students, as the situations around us change, we have to change. We can't be still superstitious or the old sort of people. We have to move fast according to the change and set in the nature. But when your person is not accepting that change, he is called conservative and he doesn't go for a broader outlook. So the meaning is they are very conservative in their outlook. They are not broad in their thinking. They are very conservative in their thinking. Synonyms are traditional, conventional or orthodox. So these people can't accept a change and they can't accept open nature in the people. So these kind of people are called traditional along with conservative. What are the words you have learned, students? Traditional, conventional and orthodox. They are very, very orthodox. Next one is adolescents. Adolescents is teenagers. Age from 12 to 19 is called adolescent age. Now this age is an age where you are not well versed, experienced. You are neither a kid nor an adult. You still have the habits of that childish nature. but at the same time you expect a very, very matured or a very respect from the other people to be given to you. You wanted to be treated like a matured person. You doesn't behave like a matured person. Did you look into this funny thing? You don't present yourself maturely. You are very, very childish in your nature, and you are very, very folly with your works. But when somebody treats you like a kid, you can't accept it. So adolescent age is an age which is neither a child nor an adult. Or you can very good say it's a link between a childhood and an adultery. It's a bridge between childhood and an adultery. And in this adolescent age, or teenage, when we treat you like kid, you get insulted because you accept yourself to be an adult. But already you did not get the nature of an adult. You're still craving to be an adult. So, the adolescent age is a very, very complicated stage to be handled. Now, adolescence means teenage. It's between 12 and 19, I've told you. It is difficult to understand adolescence. I was just explaining you. From your side, your outward presentation is always childish, but your inward treatment should be adultery. This is adolescence. So it's very, very difficult to understand adolescence. The other words for adolescence is pubescent, youthful, young, juvenile. Can you see? So the added words to adolescence. Okay, next. Astray. Away from the correct path. What is astray? Quickly going to get attracted to something. Quickly going to get diverted into a wrong path. Adolescent age is an age of abundant influence. You very, very quickly get influenced by others. That is as adolescent age. Very quickly you get influenced. So, in an adolescent age, it is very difficult to handle because whatever you see around you are attractions, students. You get attracted. At that height, you are only able to see the beautiful roses, but you forget there are thorns beneath it. You grow little taller and you try to pluck the rose, then the thorns prick you and you understand what's the meaning of life. But in an adolescent age, you take the road not taken. You very quickly get attracted to the wrong path. So this is called astray. You quickly go astray. He quickly went astray. I'm scared he go astray. Means he falls in a wrong companion, in a bad companion. They are, adolescent age, I've told you students, you just come out of your childhood age and you're trying to get connected to adultery age. You're not matured like adults. You've not yet got matured like adults. But at this age what happens is, you just came out of your family, from your arms or the comfort lap of your family. And now when you enter into the society, you see multicolored, a very attractive society around you. And suddenly when you get exposed to this society, you are attracted. You are quickly influenced. And whichever beauty is around you, you want to grab it. You want to enjoy it. So this is an age of exposure. Till now, you are at the age of consumption. You are only learning. And whatever you had learned till now you want to reflect it back. You want to give it back. So when you are giving it back, you wanted to give it back, you want to expose yourself. You don't know how to handle things because you have not got that maturity, enough maturity to expose yourself. You're still in the initial stage. You're still trying to expose whatever you have learnt and you make a lot of mistakes. So at this age, what happens is, whatever attractive or whatever tempting things is around you, you want it, you grab it, you get influenced of it. So what happens is, you try to quickly fall in astray. Astray is in a wrong path. You try to quickly fall in a So students, here you quickly try to fall in a wrong path. So the meaning is away from the correct path. He went astray, but his father redirected him. So this is a age, a very young age, where you quickly got influenced. Your parents' words are bleak, blunt, they are not attractive. You look into the attractive things around you, rich people, abundantly, extravagant they are, lavish they are. You want that kind of life. You don't have that kind of money. So quickly you try to go in a wrong tracks to get money. Or you're quickly influenced into many addictions, wrong addictions, or you fall attracted to girls. Here, most of the people, they are not willing for their children to go into a co-ed. They don't want you to go into a co-ed because they are worried if their children are going to fall astray. Astray means they are going to get quickly diverted from the correct path. Till then the parents are carefully, pathing them, and they're taking care of them. Now once when the student gets exposed into the society, he tries to cheat his parents, and he tried to. So you can see the example, he went astray. Means he's got completely out of track, but his father redirected him. The synonyms are off target. Whatever targets you have, you go off it. Wide of the mark. Wide of the mark. You're not to the mark. You're off the mark. Wide, every. So, astray tells you that you're off your track. And impressionable. What is impressionable? Easily influenced. Impress. You're easily impressed. You can say easily impressionable or easily impressed. Impressionable means easily impressed. So, once when you are easily impressed by others, you are very quickly getting impressed by others. So, that is called impressionable. Okay, the meaning is easily influenced or easily impressed. When you are quickly getting connected or attracted to somebody and you're getting impressed or influenced to somebody, that's called impressionable, students. Media has a lot of influence on impressionable minds. Impressionable minds. Some people will get very quickly influenced. Some people are very rigid. They know what is right and what is wrong, and they'll not be carried away. Another beautiful word what we can use is carried away. Impressionable means easily when somebody is easily carried away. You're easily getting attracted to something and you're easily getting carried away. It's called as impressionable. So media has a lot of influence on impressionable minds. Some minds are very fickle. Very quickly they get influenced by others. So these kind of minds are impressionable, and adolescent age is like that. Adolescent minds are very impressionable. Very quickly they get, diverted to anybody. Anybody can easily influence them and can change their minds. So the synonyms are susceptible, receptive, persuadable, pliable, malleable, and easily carried away. So that is the reason why there is a danger, especially for the adolescent minds. Adolescent students, that is the reason why some conservative parents are not willing to send their children to co-ed, because they are worried their children are going to get astray. They are going to easily get carried away. and they're going to fall off the track. They will go out of their targets. They will not concentrate on studies, and they will go off the track. So for that reason, they are not sending the children to the co-ed. So this is what we have studied today in the co-ed article. For the next class, we have the building tricks vocabulary 11, that is about a library. Okay, students. So we have completed our class for today. Have a nice time. Thank you.